Hello everyone, welcome to today's Python topic. So today I want to show you guys another way how to analyze your data. So to begin with, let's just import our data, but to do so we have to import the pandas library first. So I imported the pandas library. Next I can actually use the pandas library. I named it PD, so pd dot read underscore CSV parentheses. And as you can see, I forgot to name it something, so it's actually name our data something. So this can be named absolutely everything. This is just a variable we're creating. So I've used df a lot in the past. A lot of people like to use df, but in reality you can use absolutely any variable name you want. So we'll call it Yankees, and then within here we put our quotes, single quotes, and we put our file path. So as I said before, we actually have our current directory. Within our current directory, we have a subfolder called datasets, and that is where my CSV file is at. So first things first, I know that it's in datasets. So I'm in my current directory. I need to go into datasets. So let's actually start off by going into datasets. Then within datasets, I want to actually grab my CSV file. CSV. And a good way to make sure this worked is you just run it. And we got no errors, so it actually recognized my CSV file. And sometimes you'll actually have a hard time trying to find your file, and this is just a good way to check to make sure you did it correctly. And you'll get an error if you didn't actually write your file path correctly. So let me clear this terminal and let's continue. So I want to actually show you guys my data set just so I can explain how I want to restructure it. Let me make sure I save this. Okay, so here's my data set. It has a bunch of different information that maybe I'm not really interested in looking at right now. So one thing that you can do is use something called melt. And what this will do is it'll actually melt these columns basically into rows, and their whatever data is in these columns, to say for like wins or losses, we actually have numbers here for each one of those. It'll create a new column, and you get to actually name that whatever you want. And this column here will basically, so the best way I could put this is wins and losses will just become rows of just W's and L's, because wins and losses, and the data that actually was associated with it, so each one of these numbers that are in these rows underneath it will basically become its own new column. Well, they'll stay as rows, but it'll be like a new column that you get to name whatever. So you'll have wins alongside the data that's associated with it for, let's say, this particular year. I know it sounds super complicated, and it actually kind of is when you try to explain it. It's more easy to see it visually. So let's actually make a melted data frame with or from our data frame that we already have. So let's melt this. So I'm basically going to melt the W's and L's, the wins and losses, make them their own column or rows. Let me just do it, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, so first things first, I want to put the name of the data set that I'm actually going to melt. So now I can put dot melt, then in here. So there's some parameters that we actually get to put in here to actually tell it how to melt. So the first thing is ID vars, but it's ID variables. So I can put equals, some quotes here. And this is where I'm going to put my year, because I want to actually keep the year, because it's actually important to see the year with my wins and losses. So that's what I'm going to put as basically my index, my ID variables. Put a comma here, and next we can actually put our value of the variables we want to melt. So it's actually value underscore vars, which stands for variables. Put an equal sign here. Quote, I'm going to use 2, so I'm going to use my wins and losses. So I'm going to put these brackets here, which will allow me to actually do 2 different values for that. But actually, I kind of messed up here. You're supposed to put the brackets outside of the quotes. Okay, there we go. And then, like I said, I want to put my W. So, oops. So my wins, comma. Okay, I'm doing this bad. Okay, comma, quote, L. And then I can actually close my bracket now. Okay, so that populated correctly. And then I can actually put my, like I said, so W and L is going to be in rows now, but I also have to name that column that I basically am making that row of, if that makes sense. So I guess I can name it something simple like, or first let me actually put, it's the parameter that you put in here is actually called var name. And then I can put equal sign here. And this is where I actually get to name it. So the best way I can say it, so you know New York Yankees is kind of just repeated like this. Well, that's going to be our W now. So W is going to be W, 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 basically. So I actually need to name that column. So for the variable name there, I could name it something like outcomes, because it's going to be either a win or a loss. Outcome. Okay. Put a comma here. And then, like I said, so the data that's actually already in this column as rows, it's going to be basically shifted next to this new column of W's and L's I'm going to put. So I still have to also name that something. So we can actually put it as games, because it's the amount of games for that outcome. For that, you put value underscore name. And then this is where you get to name it anything you want. Games, what can I name it? Number of outcome. That kind of makes sense. Or let's just put games here, just to make it a little shorter, because I'm actually going to run out of room here. So when I put games here, it's basically going to say like how many games of that outcome. So let me hit enter here. And this is really long, but this is how you would basically configure your melt, so it actually knows how to melt your data. And then from here, we can actually print our data. Oh, see, so here's another thing that I forgot. I actually have to name this something, because this is basically something new that we're doing to our data. So let's actually put it in a variable. I can name it Yankees underscore melt is equal to all this. So let me actually put this a little more to the side so you have more room. And now we have this way longer thing. So this whole thing that I just configured, which it's a variation of my data of Yankees, and I'm storing this whole thing in this new variable name. Like I said, you can name this variable anything you want. So Yankees melt, and we can now put this in a print statement. So let's do that. And let me clear this. Okay, so now we're going to have a print of my original data and then my melted data, so you guys can kind of see the difference between them. Make sure I save that. Always like to double check that. Okay, so first let's ignore this real quick. So this is my original data, a bunch of different data that you might not be interested, like I said. And then here's our melted data. So I basically melted that, let's say this row here, or these row of columns. So these two columns, I basically just melted them down to look like this. So now we just have a bunch of W's and L's, wins and losses. And this is kind of outcome right here. So my variable name, so I melted it, so I actually needed to name it something. So I put outcome. And then the data's still stuck with this wins and losses, but it just got shifted over, so it stayed basically in a column. And then I got to name that something else, so games. So this is basically the games with that outcome of W. And I actually got to keep my years here by using my ID variables. So as I scroll down here, if I'm only interested in the wins, I can see how much games or how much wins I've got for these particular years. And I scroll down more, and this is where the L got melted into. So it kind of just repeats the year again, but then I could just only focus on my L's here, or I could focus on my dubs. So this is another way of actually analyzing your data, and that is melt. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. It's a really confusing topic to actually explain. It's way better to see it visually, as you can see. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys analyze your data better. So thank you.